agents and their customers. Our values, God, family, then business, and we love that. If you don't like that one, sorry. Our beliefs is win-win or no deal. Integrity, do the right thing. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication, seek first to understand. Creativity, like look at that, communication. Seek first to understand. What if politicians did that? That would be great. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together everyone achieves more. Trust starts with honesty. Equity, opportunities for all. And success results through people. And then our perspective is a technology company that provides a real estate platform that our agents and buyers and sellers prefer. Keller Williams thinks like a top producer, acts like a training consultant, and focuses all of its activities on services, productivity, and profitability. All right, that's our MVVBP. It's a mouthful. Let's see what's coming up with Mega Camp. Mike, make it louder. Quick.
On the keyboard.
Mike, make it louder. Quick. Thank you, Mike. Very cool. Who's going to Mega Camp? You all should raise your hands. Mega Camp's a great opportunity, guys. Normally it's an $800 ticket, and then you also have to spend about $400 or $500 for a plane and a few $100s for a hotel room to all fly to Austin, Texas to go to Mega Camp. And it's a great, amazing training experience that we provide. Well, with COVID, they have decided to go physically based, but technologically enhanced, the best way to put it. So basically, guys, every class is going to be provided through a Zoom, through their platform, where you could go in and watch all the trainings. You don't have, you could go back for at least a month. They have it open, where you go back and watch everything that you want to do. And I believe the tickets are right now $109. Adam, is that right?
$119.
$119. So they're $119 right now. I think you missed the early bird pricing, but still go get your ticket. It's 3 days of great training, guys. You're learning from top producers across the nation, what they're doing. Some really great stuff. Okay. Oh, watching that again. August 23rd through the 26th. We will also be doing, we will put on Gary Keller's State of the Company speech in here. We'll have that time for you guys coming up, so you can at least come in and watch that. We'll watch that together. I believe that's on August 24th. We'll have that coming up for you. Also, we're going to be finishing up Ignite the last couple days. Who's here is in Ignite? I know there's a few of you that are in Ignite in the back room. All right, guys, Ignite, how do you feel? Dimmer, how do you like Ignite?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. What are you taking away from it?
Lead generation, how to go out and get the business, how to maintain the business, how to hold yourself accountable, make sure you're doing your 10 and not getting chewed out when you come to class. Always growing.
Always growing, right? High accountability through results, right?
Yeah, results. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Dimry, for sharing. Thank you, Drew, for chewing out Dimry. We appreciate you for that. Right, guys? Ignite is a way to ignite your business or reignite your business. And if you were like, well, I've missed it, it's already on number 9, I believe, is Friday.
We start number 9 on Friday.
Start number 9 tomorrow. Come in for number 9, 10, 11, and 12. Get the last end of it. We always bring Ignite every couple of months, but this is a great way to reignite or ignite your business. All right, guys, we're doing a fun thing next week from 12 to 2. We're going to be doing hot dogs and raffles, so we're going to have a lot of fun here. The purpose of this is we're trying to help raise money for an agent in need. We have an agent in need at the office who is gone through a lung transplant, and you guys have probably heard Carlos is doing that, and we're just trying to think of unique ways to try to raise money. So we're going to have food. We're going to cook hot dogs. Me and Adam are going to be grilling. And so they're probably going to be burnt and taste terrible. Just kidding, I'm an expert grill master. You can't mess up hot dogs too bad. We're going to have some raffles and some prizes to give away. It's just a fun event. We're doing a little cookout for Carlos is what we're going to call it, because I think that's what we're going to call it. Does that sound good, Adam?
That's actually cute.
That's cute, right? Yeah, I want to pretend I made it up, but I'm pretty sure Adam said it like a week ago. But I'm standing up here with the mic, so it's my credit, baby. Yeah. So next week, guys, Thursday, bring family, bring friends, guys. Just come get some hot dogs. Do we know the pricing for the hot dog? We're going to charge some money, and it's all going to go to Carlos.
Yeah, we don't have the pricing yet.
Maybe $10.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. All the proceeds are gonna go to help Carlos in that time, guys, so, it'll be a fun event. We have some sponsors coming, Renee, NHG Solutions, On Track's gonna be there, of course. So come meet and come help celebrate that, it'll be fun. And then just a little proceeds are gonna go help him out, with his hospital bills that he's incurred during this time. We're all gonna be there?
Yes.
Right? All right, just wanna make sure we're all gonna be there. All right, Shauna, we got some prices right, and Amy. All right, here's a disclosure. I have heard rumors that people are Googling addresses. All right, we said God, family, then business. We won't know, but God will. All right? So God's watching you right now. Zoomland, we can't watch you, but God can. Watching you. So no cheating, no phones. This is just off the top of your head. All right? I'm going to put some guilt on you, your conscience, to make sure we're doing this right. All right, ladies.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah!
Right? Okay, so here are the rules. You can't go over, right? We're gonna show you some properties. We're gonna show you some properties, square footage, some pictures of the properties. These sold in the past 2 weeks. If you guess over the price, you're disqualified. So you must be closest to the price without going over. Got it? All right, does everybody have their paper? Yep. Zoomers, do you have your fingers ready to type it in? Zoomers, are you there? Wake up, Zoomers, are you there? All right, type something in the chat box so I know you're awake.
The boomers are yelling at the Zoomers, huh?
All Zoomers, let me know you're there. Okay. Okay.
I'm awake. Gotta click down.
Okay. First one is, go ahead, Shauna.
All right, so the first house today was Young at Tree Street.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna.
Young at Tree Street, 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1995 built,
Are you guessing the square footage?
1,872 square feet, and it's closed recently for what price in the last 2 weeks?
Okay, that has to be a wrong date built. There's no way that house was built. It's probably 1995.
1995.
There's no way 1955. I mean,
facelift.
Hey, we were, could have, that was like,
Look at this kitchen. Family room.
ooh.
Yucca would be
Yeah, one more-
Wayne
one more
Castle,
Shop Interview Media?
right? Wayne Castle.
I think that's home now.
Look at that.
Ooh. Is it an older home?
Okay.
Oh wait, that
So
could be
here's
55.
the house. There you go. How much is it? Write it down. Zoomers, write it down.
1,800.
You got it written? All right. Got. Everybody wrote it down? Ready? Okay. How much? How much? 549.
What the heck's going
Oh
on?
wow, we're all over the place. You ready?
Ready.
You ready? Make sure you have it written down. Okay, here it is.
265.
Here it is.
189.
What'd you get?
495.
495. 497. There he goes. Come on,
Good boy, Doug.
What kind of losers sold that for 500,000? Obviously, they didn't hire him. Obviously, they didn't hire him.
All right. You got another shot. All right. Now show your expertise. Remember, these people are paying you so that you know the price of the home. Ready?
Tired.
Ready? You're gonna write this down. Okay.
Yeah, do I?
Huh?
Eli, does someone say that?
Here we go. This is East Avenue or
That's
Lebanon.
Lancaster.
I lost it.
All right, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1980 square feet. Almost 5,000 square feet.
5,000
That house is 5,000 square feet?
Almost.
No, that's a lot.
4,836.
There's no way that house is 5,000.
Hey, that is
That is
1,400 square
scam.
feet. We take that out.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Hold on, let me check it, let me, wait, 1,400, or it'll be, it's like 15 to 1,800 square feet.
18.
Roughly. I'm guessing, because that's not 4,000 square feet.
That would be inside those hermanos if they do
That would be awesome. Alright, I'm only going off.
So we're going, so here's the deal,
1836.
Take mine.
Yeah.
here's the deal. Human error. Do you have forgiveness around that?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so here's the deal, there's human error. What's the number?
1836.
Let's go with that.
It's 1836? How do you know?
No, I'm fine.
Hold on, please hold.
I'll look it up.
I did not say that.
You'll look it up.
Here's that, let's
what's
look
the-
at the property, pictures.
What's the address?
Oh, yeah,
What's the
that's
address?
gonna be
Well, that's like 1400.
Oh, I took it off, because it was,
Under 1,500. I already know I sold it anyways.
Here it is. That doesn't look like a
That's a nice
5,000.
couch.
Okay,
Those
right here.
paintings-
Maybe a
So,
lot.
Those
probably
paintings,
around
500.
it's probably 1,400 square feet, and they probably put the wrong,
About 1,800.
That's a two-story house.
Okay, so.
Oh, the AC condenser?
Yep, that looks
At
new.
100,000.
That's a
That looks new. New
Okay.
AC.
New. All right.
That's it.
hold on. You guys are those ages, you guys should know the square footage by looking at the pictures, you don't need that, it's a
That's
handicap.
10,000 square feet.
Consumers, write it down. Go ahead. Let's see, what you got here?
435.
435.
475.
Coming in hot, 410.
485.
Speak.
380.
380.
430.
10.
410.
50.
475.
I'm not going over.
Oh.
477. 195. Alright, ready? Super play.
405.
Actual retail price.
Yeah.
I heard it was.
We got a 410, we got a 410 right here. Two 410s. Hey, they co-listed that house.
Coaching.
Wow! Hashtag coaching is for real, right there.
I'm too aggressive in my.
Alright, we've got one more for you. There we go.
Oh, I sold that one too.
Alright, so this time, Lake Elizabeth, Lake Road, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1992 built. Yes, it is 2,472 square feet. Almost on a little over 2 quarter acres,
Okay,
so almost 2.5 acres.
Ooh, that was nice.
Ooh, look at this.
Let's see the
Look at that. Look at that fire.
It didn't sell or is it?
It's sold.
They sold within the last 14 days. Everything on here sold in the last 14 days.
What you
So it's
got?
got 3-car garage. It's got,
I think it has an extra building.
676.
has an extra
Workshop.
building,
So it's
shop.
Don't forget about the extra building.
We'll see.
There you go.
I
Alright,
think it was listed.
alright, this one's only gonna be for the savvy. Here we go.
Okay.
I don't know the
Ready?
price.
What is it?
805.
805.
675.
509.
560. You're gonna
676.
509, my daughter's Barbie house went for 509.
550?
677.
676.
681.
Consumers, what do you got?
775.
775 is
Yeah,
what we
you don't
got
need to
out
do it.
there? Okay, are you
Prove it.
ready? Hold your breath.
681.
I've been holding my breath the whole time.
I got 750.
You got on 725. Anyone?
She went over though.
Over, no, can't go over. Can't go over.
775. Oh, that's.
I have 681.
681 is closer. 685? Is that legit, or you just change it right now? 685?
685.
Is 680? 700?
700 where?
Demery's at 700? All of those Ignite classes paid off.
I'm gonna have to use Google machine.
And that was one of the 10 he previewed, right, for Ignite? Yeah.
All right, we want to thank you
I wasn't even
for
hooked up.
playing with On Track Escrow. We'll do
Thank
this
you.
every week. You got a chance to do this every week, so
Oh.
we love doing this for you. Trust that you enjoy it. We do have a
Check out about the
lunch.
assist.
Here we go, ready?
Check.
1, 2, 3, shh. So we have a lunch for you today. We just want to let you know that we've got some chicken parmesan and some pasta and salad, bread, garlic bread for you today. Because Drew is leaving and we want to say goodbye to Drew. We want to thank you, Drew, for your support. It's been a phenomenal relationship with you, not only with On Track Escrow, but with me personally. So I'm full of gratitude. So I will not say goodbye, I'll be saying see you later. See you soon. Yes, and see you soon, right?
Oh, we're celebrating your leaving,
And I just want to let you know that we love being the stepping stone to the next thing, and everything in your life, in your business. So this is for everyone. Being in your business, leveling up, we love being that stepping stone. So reach out to us, let us know how we can help you, because just sitting there on the sidelines quiet is not going to get you any better. Not going to mega camp is not going, you can all say that you're teachable, and I can tell you that you're not. Because teachable people learn something and then put it into action. Right now, I'm looking at a room full of people that are not in mega camp, that don't go to family reunion, that don't sign up for the bigger and better classes. And then even when they do, they don't put it into action. So I urge you, you wanna level up? You wanna learn more? Well, first you got 3/4 of it is showing up. Then you gotta put it into action. So I want you to rethink yourselves when you say you're teachable and coachable. I love you.
Go stand aside.
So Mike, I realized I was muted the whole time the first part, but it seems like everyone just not hearing it pretty good. So, is this needed or no? You guys hear me in Zoomland okay? We'll figure it out next time. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, last week, guys, we're going to follow up for our conversation from last week. We had, Mike, can you make me big? Like taller? Is there some special thing you could do? It's not that fun. I'm a tortilla. Okay, so last week we talked about, we got balloons in the way. Hope you guys can see that in Zoomland. We talked about the life cycle, all right, of a real estate transaction. All right, so we talked about, let's pay attention guys. Let's talk about, last week was the lead generation, the life cycle of a real estate transaction, right? We lead generate, right? We follow up, and then this last little section we have a transaction that gets us money. So what is our job?
Lead generator.
We're lead generators. You're not real estate agents, you're lead generators. Well, if you're a real estate agent, your business probably is suffering, right? We're lead generators first, then real estate agents. So we lead generate first. A lot of us are okay at this. We do okay at this. A lot of us struggle with this. This is first step. But where do most of us struggle?
Follow up.
Where's the money?
The conversion.
Follow up.
Where's the glory? Where's your business need to be spending a lot of time on? The follow-up, right? The follow-up. Because you can't have money transactions without follow-up and then lead gen. So last week we talked about lead gen and we talked about different ideas. So we're going to spend about 10-15 minutes going over follow-up. And we're going to mastermind what you guys are doing, what's working, what's not working, what random ideas we've been thinking about trying or stuff like that. And we're going to go through it and maybe have some action plans that we could take into place to help our business grow. We got some commotion over there. Are we still on the table?
Yeah, for the food.
Food? Okay, cool. Is the food here?
Not yet.
Okay. Hey, Amy, what is the food coming? 11?
We'll be here at 10:45.
10:45. Okay. So we'll have about
11.
15 minutes, guys. We'll jump into the follow-up, and then we'll get the spin, and then we'll have some food and enjoy our last sombering moments with our beloved Drew. All right. So first things first. Who wants to share some? Who wants to share some successful traits, some successful things that they've been doing to follow up with their database that's leading to results?
Call them.
Call them. Okay, call them. But that is terrifying. You want me to pick up the phone and call? So what does that look like though? Because really just saying call them, yes, we all know we need to call to follow up.
Send video.
But what does that realistically, what does that mean? Like how do you call them? What does that plan look
Pick it
like?
up and dial.
Okay, but when, how many
say?
times?
8 times.
An easy
8
thing
to 10
is
times.
ask for their birthday, so you can put it into command, because that gives you one reason once a year to reach out to them. Vendor programs, leverage your vendors. So if your AC guy is running a special, solar guy, those are reasons why you should be reaching out to your database, being of value.
Let's take a quick break and focus in on that vendor thing, right? Because it is hard, right? Right now, if I told you guys just pick up the phone and call all your A's in your phone, you would get nervous, right? Like what does that look like? How do I call and what do I say, right? And you just said vendors, leveraging your vendors. That's a great idea. How did you leverage vendors, or can you speak more into that to help call your database? Because we've talked in the past, and I thought this idea was brilliant, and I think we should share.
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, number of different reasons. The most recent one, I actually reached out to my solar guy. So reaching out to my vendors is lead generation for me too. It's relationship building, and they refer business. But while I have them on the phone, I ask them, hey, are you running any kind of information that I can share with my clients? And from AC guys to solars to plumbers, there's always something that they're offering. And it's just good information to have to share with your database. The smart plans that we have, sometimes they send automatic texts. One of the texts at the beginning of June was, hey, summer's coming up, and it's a good time to have your AC maintained. I have a vendor that has a good track record and I work with closely. Here's his number. So something as
That's
simple
awesome.
as that.
How can we role play the vendor call? Because even calling a vendor might be scary.
Yeah.
Like I'm Joe's AC unit guy. That's my name, Joe, because Joe does AC. Can we do that real quick, or?
Are you a new vendor that I'm reaching?
Yeah, I'm a new vendor. We've never talked.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah, can we good
Yeah,
to do that?
ring.
Hello, Joe's vending AC guy. How can I help you?
Hey Joe, my name's JD. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams. The reason for my call is I'm looking to expand my vendor network and create a relationship business that's gonna help me and you out. You got a couple minutes?
That sounds awesome. I'm small business owner. I could always use the relationships. Networking's everything. Great.
Awesome. Well, I have a network of vendors that I work with closely that I refer to my clients, and I'd like to add you to that list. Would it be okay if I took down your contact information, name, email, address?
Yeah.
And then can I stop by, tomorrow at 2 o'clock to drop off some of my business cards and meet you in person?
Yeah. Why not?
Great.
I'm a
Email,
small business
name,
owner, of course.
Phone number. I'll see you tomorrow.
How easy is that though? I mean, honestly, that is such an easy call to make, and what vendor or small business owner wouldn't be like, yeah, sounds great.
And they work with homeowners.
Yeah, they work with homeowners that are gonna sell sometimes.
Awesome. That's
My
enough.
plumber sent me some leads.
So once you have that vendor that says yes, oh, and by the way, I am doing condenser cleaning, sell right now, $100 to go get it cleaned, and then also give you evaluation of if there's other things that we could do, right?
Oh,
That's
that's advertising.
my special right now. So then you're going to go ahead and email or text and call your database to let them know.
Yeah, so the smart plans make it super easy. Whenever I get something like that, like the most recent one was the solar guy. I have a solar guy who says, hey, look, I have a program where we can put solar on there, we don't run credit, and we don't put a lien up against the property. So I created a text, I took what he said, I copy and pasted it, created a smart plan. 2 clicks later, I emailed it to my entire database.
When you say that, it makes me think, so there's 33 touches, right? to
Yeah.
your database in a year. If you lined up 4 vendors once a quarter, you made it a point to take whatever they're offering and craft it to your database. I don't know.
Not to mention, so Keller Mortgage, good time to refi, good time to offer that too, the insurance. I mean, there's plenty of vendors out there.
Keller covered.
Keller covered.
Kelly
Those
covered.
Those actually come with like cost benefits.
Yeah,
for-
you save a lot of money right away. Yep, absolutely. So you're leveraging your vendors to make it easy to call people. That's awesome. That's a great, easy strategy to go after your database in an easy way. Another avenue I think we talked about, or someone talked about and before, is if you're not sure who those vendors are or who's a good vendor, That's another reason to call your database. It's a very easy call. Jay, will you role play with me just because, actually, I did with you. Ken, will you role play? Will you be a past client of mine?
Sure.
Ring, ring.
Hi, this is Ken.
Hey, Ken, it's Garrett, your favorite realtor. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Garrett. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, the reason for my call is I'm trying to build up my vendor list so that way I can help my clients better when they, say they need a new gardener, maybe a new pool guy. What have you done recently at your house, or who have you hired recently that you give a 5-star review to?
Oh, absolutely. I've got an AC guy that he works at
Is it Joe?
What? His name's Joe. He works at the base.
That guy sucks.
And he has his real estate business he has his air conditioning business on the side. He offers great rates, and he prepped my air conditioning system for the summer. It's been running like a champ.
Awesome, awesome. Do you mind if I call him and tell him you gave me the referral? Because I'd love to establish that relationship.
No, absolutely.
Ken, I appreciate you as always. And hey, by the way, I know we haven't spoken in a while. Do you have any real estate needs this year that I can help you with? You looking at refinancing and the investment homes? That market's looking like it's getting maybe that time in the future. Anything like that I can help you with?
Yeah, I'm looking to sell my house so I can move to Oregon.
Well, I'll be right over.
For now.
Thank you, Ken. But you guys see how easy that call is? Why did I call? I had a purpose, right? To get a vendor, right? That's an easy. So now I have a vendor to go call and do JD's script. Oh my gosh, you might just stumble into business if you did this. That's fantastic. All right, so we get some cool ideas for vendors?
Yeah.
That's some great ideas. All right.
I'll tell you another thing about that. I think
Sure.
one of the biggest assets I have is I have a whole list of vendors for everything. And when I go on a listing appointment and somebody gives me the objection because there's something wrong with their house, I say, no problem, I've got somebody for that right now, let me send it to you.
Nah.
I got guys for trash outs, plumbers, roofers, electricians, I have somebody for everything.
That's awesome. And those people, if you feed them business, will feed you back business.
Yeah.
That's the relationship.
Or they
right?
should.
Right?
They should.
They should, absolutely. Or you need a new vendor.
It's crazy what you get when you ask. I have never been turned down if I say, hey, listen, I want to help you, and I think we can help each other. So what do you say about this? I've never been turned down.
So, yeah.
Awesome. All right, so that's a great, easy way to jump into action that we could do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Does that scare somebody? Like tomorrow, can you call your A's and ask for a vendor?
Absolutely.
Can we commit to that?
Yeah.
What if tomorrow we all called everyone that's A in our phone book, all the A's, just the A's, right? If you already have a plan in place and you're already doing this, great, but I know most of you don't. So call your A's and ask that script that I just did. I'll send it out by the end of the day because that is a script that works really well. And ask for the vendor, then call the vendor. Awesome. So let's jump from vendors. Who else is doing something that's working well for follow-up in their database?
Call my roofers and ask for
No one's working?
I call quarterly.
You call quarterly?
I call all my past clients quarterly.
What does that look like? How do you call quarterly? It's just like on Wednesday, like once a quarter, you just jump into it? What does that look like?
Usually it's centered around a holiday or somebody's birthday or something that came up. And I'll call them to let them know, especially when I hear about a spike in the market where all of a sudden property values have gone up. I'll call them and say, hey, do you know what your house is worth right now? And it's generated some business.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Being on the phone will generate business. We know this.
That's it.
Like that's absolutely. Does anyone have anything else they're doing that's maybe not on the phone? Any other ideas that they're doing besides JD and Ken? Because I know the rest of you are working. That's working for you, Claire.
I'm using Homekeeper.
Homekeeper. Can you talk about what that is?
Homekeeper is a concierge services, and actually I connected it with my command. And if, for example, if I have anybody who's moving, I can always put in, connect them with that, and then the concierge service will contact the client,
And then help them.
and they'll help them with whatever they need.
Awesome. Very cool.
And also, I actually, every time, every week, there is a blog that I get, and what I've been doing, I started to do was to put it in my story, since it lasts about 24 hours, and within minutes, I can see all the people that have been looking into it. And actually, the very first time, I got 34 people looking into my story.
Wow. Very cool.
So those I can use to to contact them. And if I don't have them in my database, I can do that.
Very cool. So you're taking, that's another great idea, right? A lot of times we talk about 33 touch or 36 touch and how do we touch our database and what do we say, what do we send out? You should just go sign up for some of these other platforms, other things. Let's say you're, like what happens when you go shop somewhere and they get your email and you get touched nonstop from them, right? Well, there's also a lot of stuff out there. There's leadership stuff, there's business articles, there's all these things you could go sign up for and they will email you every day with different informations, blogs that you're interested in. And you could forward that information out to your database as valid information that you find. Maybe it's in housing, maybe it's in other stuff, maybe it's in finances, right? Those are great ideas. All right, anybody else doing other things? Nobody follows up, huh? Nico?
So I have a few different things that I do. One of them is my weekly favorite picks and newsletter. So every Monday I'll go through the market of stuff that's been listed over the weekend, and I pick out my favorite houses and do a weekly newsletter every Monday.
What does that look like? Is it like a lot? Does it take you 10 hours to write out this huge newsletter? What does it look like?
30 minutes to an hour sometimes if I'm really struggling to find something to write.
Okay, and what does it entail?
So generally it'll be market updates, just looking at the statistics. I'll look online to find different news articles about what's happening in today's market. Maybe something for veterans. I'll put something out there for the different things that are offered with veteran programs and things like that. And it's just constantly, there's always stuff to write. There's always new things happening in real estate and where the market's going and where it's been. So
Awesome.
First time buyer information, things like that.
Awesome. So you're just grabbing some information, you're just doing a little bit of Google search, putting together a newsletter, and then picking your favorite picks of houses that you find?
Yeah, so then they get to look at houses in different price ranges, anywhere between the lowest price end, which is around 230, 250, all the way up to $1 million homes of people that people like getting good into that.
Are you just mailing that out using like MailChimp or something like that, or
Just directly through Flex. I just put all my people into Flex, put their emails in, anybody that I've talked to, and then I just email it directly through Flex, and then I send out.
And you add the newsletter in there?
And I send out 300, just about 300 clients that I have
Cool.
in there specifically.
Very cool.
That all get that every Monday.
Very
And
cool.
some people, every now and then I get somebody that unsubscribes, but I just closed a deal with somebody that I have kept on there for the past 2 years.
Cool. Very cool.
So.
Awesome. Very good. I love that. Wow, there's a lot of food out there. That's great. What else are we doing? In Zoomland, I will call before Brandon and I go on you. Let's get someone from Zoom. Maybe Ileana, what are you doing out there? Maybe Zach, what are you guys doing to keep up with your database? I hope you guys are there because I just called you out and it's a dark screen. So you there, Ileana?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I hopped on a little late, I'm sorry.
We're saying, what do you do to follow up? Maybe just an idea or something that you do to follow up with your clients for one of your 33 touches or something like that.
Yeah, so one thing I consistently do, a couple things. I consistently send birthday cards. That's always really big with me and people really like it and they post it and tag me on social media a lot of the time.
Sorry. So you're doing birthday cards?
Yeah, a birthday card with a lotto ticket and it's like a scratcher, a dollar scratcher, and a penny. So they can scratch the ticket.
Nice.
So people really
Oh, the pennies are
like
good.
that, and I've done it for many years. And I also send anniversary cards, and then whenever I get a referral, I send, well, for my cheerleaders, I send them a thank you card with a $5 Starbucks gift card. So I'm very consistent with all of those.
Awesome.
What word did Ileana use?
Consistency.
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 Yes.
Cheerleaders.
Keyword of the day.
Awesome. Thank you, Ileana. I was glad you were there, and that worked out perfect. Mr. Silva.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. Hey, so here's one that I think is, man, it's got to be one of the easiest, like set and forget kind of things, and that's like how I like to roll. If I were to call my database, it would be unbelievable. I couldn't keep up with the business, so I don't do that. I'm good enough. No, but, so. It's true. It is true. So.
He's being sarcastic.
I know. Do not call your database. Do not do it. Just slowly flake out of the business.
Get your son to do it.
I just want to say I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Sometimes my suggestions are bad. But here's one, I think this is like one of the most powerful things, and it's free and it's easy. If, and so it entails a call to a member of your database, one of your 300. And the call goes something like this: hey, you know I do real estate. I want to just help you any way that I can. And what I was thinking, something that you might be interested in, or maybe you or your husband, is this. I can do a neighborhood watch for you, where I keep an eye on all the houses right in your neighborhood, and I can, as if one goes onto the market, I can send you an email with the pictures and everything, so that you don't have to call on the sign to figure out how much are they asking and stuff. And you can see inside their house and the whole thing, and do like a virtual tour a lot of times. And so that way you can keep an eye on anything that comes up, and then when it goes into escrow, I'll let you know that. And when it closes escrow, I'll let you know how much they got. I don't know, I mean, some people don't want to do that, but some people are kind of curious what's going on in the neighborhood. How about you? And then what I do is I go into Gavar, and I just surround their little house. I create a template news, little thing that says, hey, Joneses, I was looking in the neighborhood and I just found this, wanted to make sure you got this. Boom, and it automatically, so they're getting touches anytime something pertinent comes up, and I can say, I'm gonna look every Friday, and if there is something, I'll send you. If there's not, I won't. So I don't wanna bug you. And then I set up every Friday, this thing goes out. Sometimes there's nothing, sometimes there's something, and then I get these thank yous coming back, where they say, hey, thanks for that property, I appreciate that. And I'm going like, oh, yeah, that's right. I did that a long time ago.
You know what's a great way to do that?
Don't do that!
Yeah.
Do not do that!
Not only is he really smart and he's handsome, but he's got brilliant ideas too. That is great.
You know what's a great way to do that? Command, snapshot.
So Snapshot works too.
Yeah.
But
But
Snapshot,
I found that Snapshot can jack with you too.
Yeah.
Where, like, for example, I'm getting Snapshot on myself to see what's going on, and it's not right. And so for that reason, I use Gavar and the map program.
because a Snapshot will pull for the IDX, same as Zillow, same as everything else, but Gavar will be 100% accurate.
Mic drop.
That is brilliant.
You're welcome.
Brilliant.
You're welcome.
All right, we're gonna get we gotta spin the wheel here, and then we have a lot of food sitting there, and so I know when food arrives, the attention span derives. I just made that up. That was pretty good. You can take it to the bank. All right. So what are we doing? Yeah, it makes sense. Just don't think about it. Just go with it. Okay. What are we doing tomorrow? What are we taking away that we're doing tomorrow that's get us some business? Calling your A's to ask for a vendor. Even better than calling the vendors. And then you call the vendor. We all agree to it, right?
Yep.
All you said yes. You have integrity. You're not liars. You're going to do it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Integrity. What's that from?
Hey, before we get into that,
Oh,
can I?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how many people here think I have influence? Do I have? Okay, so I think I have influence as well. How many people here think they have influence? Okay, so when you don't have influence, that means you can't influence someone to anything, right? Hey Dave, I want, I need your help. I'd like to, can you come with me to across the street? I need to pick up something. I need your muscles. Can you help me? Yes. That took some influence. That took my influence, right? So maybe a stranger that has no influence, no change in his pocket might say, he might go, no. Right?
Yeah.
So it's built on a relationship. Influence sometimes is built on relationships. Would you agree with that? Yeah. So how would you have influence with others when they do want to sell? You can't influence them to sell. They're going to sell at the timing that they need to sell or purchase a home. If they don't think of you, do you have influence?
No.
Ah. So let's watch a video. I've used this video for a lot of years, so many of you probably have seen it. I've done it in ALCs, about this crazy dancing guy. And I'm gonna ask you that not only, I think that you're all leaders, or have the capability of. You're able. But truly, it is the first follower. So if you have somebody who just did the, what is it called, 1 minute mile, how many minutes?
6 minutes.
The 4 minute.
4 minute.
5 minute mile.
4 minute long.
Okay. The
Well,
minute
it's
mile.
4.58 or 59. so
Okay,
it's
four
just
point
under
five,
5.
something like that.
Break the
minute
5
mile.
minute mark.
Somebody had to break that, then all of a sudden the rest of the people that went after that started to do the same thing. But it took one person to break that, right? So, we're blessed in our market center to have real estate agents that do a lot more business than you, everyone in here. Yes?
Yes.
That's true.
So they've already paved the way, right?
Yep.
Okay, so all you need to do is what?
Rinse and repeat.
Follow it.
Do what they did.
Do what they did. Okay, so let's watch a little cute video, and I want you to pay very close attention, because I'm gonna ask you. Something is said at the end of the video. Let's see if you catch it.
So can we dance with them?
You've learned a lot about leadership and making a movement, and let's watch a movement happen, start to finish, in under 3 minutes, and dissect some lessons. First, of course, a leader needs the guts to stand alone and look ridiculous. But what he's doing is so simple, it's almost instructional. This is key. You must be easy to follow. Now here comes the first follower with a crucial role. He publicly shows everyone else how to follow. Notice how the leader embraces him as an equal. So it's not about the leader anymore, it's about them, plural. Notice how he's calling to his friends to join in. So it takes guts to be a first follower. You stand out, you brave ridicule yourself. Being a first follower is an underappreciated form of leadership. The first follower transforms a lone nut into a leader. If the leader is the flint, the first follower is the spark that really makes the fire. Now here's the second follower. This is a turning point. It's proof the first has done well. Now it's not a lone nut, and it's not 2 nuts. 3 is a crowd, and a crowd is news. A movement must be public. Make sure outsiders see more than just the leader. Everyone needs to see the followers, because new followers emulate followers, not the leader. Now here come 2 more people, then 3 more immediately. Now we've got momentum. This is the tipping point, and now we have a movement. As more people jump in, it's no longer risky. If they were on the fence before, there's no reason not to join in now. They won't stand out, they won't be ridiculed, and they will be part of the in crowd if they hurry. And over the next minute, you'll see the rest who prefer to stay part of the crowd, because eventually they'd be ridiculed for not joining. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how a movement is made. So let's recap what we've learned. If you are a version of the shirtless dancing guy, all alone, remember the importance of nurturing your first few followers as equals, making everything clearly about the movement, not you. Be public, be easy to follow. But the biggest lesson here, did you catch it? Leadership is over-glorified. Yes, it started with the shirtless guy, and he'll get all the credit, but you saw what really happened. It was the first follower that transformed a lone nut into a leader. There's no movement without the first follower. See, we're told that we all need to be leaders, but that would be really ineffective. The best way to make a movement, if you really care, is to courageously follow and show others how to follow. When you find a lone nut doing something great, have the guts to be the first person to stand up and join in.
Did you hear it? Nico kind of interrupted it, but did you guys hear it?
Yep.
Then what did he say at the end?
Have the guts to be the first person to stand in.
To follow. First person.
Right, but that's not what I was wanting you to hear. So we're gonna, can you put that last part real quick
First
on,
person
and
to
let's just stay
stand up
silent and
and join
listen.
in. Movement, if you really care, is to courageously follow and show others how to follow. When When you find a lone nut doing something great, have the guts to be the first person to stand up and join in.
Did you hear that?
No.
How did he do that? How did he do that? Did you hear that in the background? That's what she was saying. It was the girl that I wanted you to hear. How did he do that? How did he do that? Once upon a time, Keller Williams came to the market in 2003. And in 2003, we had leaders starting this company. What had to happen was what?
Somebody had followers.
It had followers. And at that time, we needed a first follower. We had a few. And those first followers created the momentum that has taken us till now. Why do I say till now? Because you're existing. Guess what we need now?
More.
We need momentum. What do you think it'll take?
More leaders.
Really?
Followers.
Influence.
More influence. Well,
People to stand up.
Who is my first follower? In this room, please raise your hand if you're my first follower.
He's coming up here. Oh, look at that nut. See, if you guys didn't join in, you didn't see the video, you're supposed to be first.
Yes, my brothers.
If these two followed and you guys didn't get up.
Will you be? I can have more than one first follower.
No, I want to be a second follower.
What I'm asking for is a momentum. Only you can create that. If you choose to be the first follower. Or followers after the first follower. I'm asking you to be my follower. Will you follow?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you think that'll require? Commitment for sure. In what? In yourself. I'm not asking you to do it for me. The end result will always happen. Right. The end result will happen if you commit to yourself and your own business. You want to commit to me? That's not what it's about. It's actually just committing to you.
The process.
So learn for the sake of doing. Go to your mega camp, your classes, learn, then do. Learn means doing. So learn just doesn't mean taking information, putting it into action. That's what I see for the future. The momentum that you saw in that video of the crazy dancing lone nut is me. I need you though, in order to make a movement. And without you, I can't do it. Do I have your commitment?
Yes.
Yes. Don't feel pressured to say yes. If you're gonna say yes, I'm gonna hold you to that, yes. Don't just tell me yes, because I will believe. I will believe what comes out of your mouth, and then I will watch to know the truth. I become deaf after I hear the yes, and then I just watch. So, I want to thank you for your commitment to yourselves, and I want to thank you for allowing me to be the lone nut. And I also can't wait to see the second momentum and movement that we cause in Yaml Valley. Thank you.
I think we should all start dancing.
All right, guys, so let's, talking about lone nuts.
Present it.
We have our latest wheel of what do we call it, fortune or destiny? I like destiny, but it doesn't make as much sense as fortune. So we have some thank yous for guys for helping bring people to Keller Williams. And Tiffany gave us a great lead. Tiffany, how did you give us the lead? Let's break that down real quick with why you get to spin a wheel and how easy it was. Can you break it down for us real quick?
Yes, I did what you asked me to do.
What was it? What did I ask you to do?
I had a great transaction with another agent, and I asked him if it would be okay if our team leaders gave him a call to thank him for doing such a
Did he
great
say, "How dare you? We're never doing transactions again, you evil person"? No.
He said yes.
He said yes. Oh my gosh, was that so hard? And we called him. We happened to know him, and we had a great conversation. And now she gets to spin a wheel and maybe win $100. So come on out there. Thank you for the referral. By the way, guys, if you are not doing something fun for when you get referrals for your clients and agents, like giving them a scratcher with a thing or whatever you're doing, reevaluate what you're doing. Anyways, go ahead.
I sent
Spin it
out
hard.
a $25 gift card for everybody. This is what Drew told us to do. Everybody that sends me a referral, whether it turns into a deal or not, they
Awesome.
get a $25 gift card.
Reward the behavior, not the outcome. And we got ooh, $25 to Target. All right. Can't go wrong. Awesome. All right, and then we have Mark Chappell. He brought in an agent. So come on up here, Mark. And then Christine Meister, I see you standing up, and you're going to have to name someone to spin for you. And I'm guessing, I have a feeling I know who you're going to name, but we'll see. All right, Mark. Spin it. Come on, 100. Dollar. Yeah, I said dollar. Sorry, I don't know why I was reading for $1. I just thought it was this one. Thank you, Mark. All right, Christine, who do you want to spin for you? You got to call someone in our room. Of course, you're so predictable. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you.
I'm gonna redeem myself.
All right. Yeah, spin it good, because last time Drew did terrible.
Yeah, hold on to that bad
I'm
boy.
holding it.
Big money, no whammies.
Oh! $25! Coming soon! Drew said it's coming soon.
Coming soon.
If you do not, here, let's do a, what's the other 25? I have a Target one. I'll switch it out for the Target one. You guys have Target, so that works, but we don't have Chipotle. Does that work? $25? Congratulations. You don't have Target? Hey, I don't know what to tell you, Rich Crest, alright? Alright, we're just gonna give you $25, because I don't know what else you got out there. Order online from Target. See, there we go. I hope they ship to Ridgecrest. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for the referral. Thank you for that out there. We appreciate it. I think you get a spin next week too. I think I had another person come in for Ridgecrest from you. So I think next week you got to pay attention as well. So thank you guys. This is a lot of fun. You get to spin it by easy ways. Having someone name you as a sponsor, and or having a referral for me to call. That's it. You get to spin the wheel. We do it every week. Let's have some fun. All right, Amy and Adam, you guys come on up. Now we all gotta shed a tear.
Here you go, we just wanted to present.
Oh, I'm upside down with my mouse, that's why it's not working. Come
Woo!
on, Drew, come up here, Drew.
We wanted to present. Here, there's, it says on it, to a new beginning and a sweet ending.
To a new beginning and a sweet ending.
There you go.
So Drew, we just have to all say from the bottom of our hearts, I know a lot of us have been impacted by your wisdom, your charisma, your personality. I never know what time of day it is because when you come in, you always are incorrect with your sayings. It says, good afternoon. I'm like, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, Drew. It says, good morning, it's at nighttime. I never know what's going on. But we all love you. We all wanted to thank you for everything that you've done, all your hard work since you've been a part of this family. And you're still part of the family. You're just going up to Oregon to be a part of the KW family.
Idaho.
Idaho. I don't know why I said Oregon. Oregon's beautiful, but you wouldn't move to Oregon. If I know Drew, can't go to Oregon. Go to Idaho. But we just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done. We love you, and we'll see you, I'm sure, all the time.
Love you,
and
Drew.
it's just till next time, and thank you for everything.
Next time.
And this is our wisdom. We all let you a little note of wisdom and love for you to go through when you're thinking about us in the middle of the night, can't sleep because you miss me so much. You can think that way.
You read those love.
One last speech.
One last speech, Drew. One last words of wisdom for us to take from you.
You can count on it. So I want to, I got this, I'm solid. From the deepest part of my soul, I want to thank you for your support, for everything that you have done. You have inspired me, you have moved me, you have changed me, and for that I am grateful. This was the hardest decision that I've ever made in my life because I love you so much. This decision was a decision about family values. And sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. I heard a quote from the great Cyrus Bean of Scandal. Not often do you have a takeaway from a show like Scandal, and yet I had this takeaway, and it was an epiphany. It was an aha moment. Some men were meant to be happy, others great. I took that with me, and I realized I needed to make this move for the better of my family. So that is what we're doing, and I again thank you so much for the opportunity these last 3 years to the day. This is definitely a God thing. I can see that it's definitely Him working in my life and in yours. For those of you that have been in coaching with me, you know that I can get preachy sometimes. And so we definitely know that it's a work of Christ for sure, right? So may God bless you all. Thank you so much. And again, it is not a goodbye. This is my forever home. And so till next time in a few months. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. We got food over there. Let's form an orderly line and enjoy the food. And let's give Drew some hugs and let's enjoy a time together for the next hour or so, guys.
Should I give you hugs? I want to wait for you.
Sorry, Zoom. You Zoom, you lose. In person where it's at.